Welcome to Obscure. Before we get started, to my empathetic people, I just want to say that it is important to protect your energy. So understand that nothing in this video is your situation. Listen, but don't absorb. We're just here to sip some tea. So back on June 12, 2016, a man named Omar Mantine was said to enter the Pulse NightClub, which was a LGBTQ nightclub in Orlando, Florida, with a semi-automatic rifle and a Glock pistol, killing 49 people and wounding 53. Even though many people lost their lives, many managed to escape, with a few just surviving thanks to first responders and other people who happened to be nearby. Now, Elizabeth McCarthy, who is a Democratic politician, claimed to be one of those people who saved injured clubgoers by giving her service as a cardiologist at Orlando Regional Medical Center on the night of the attack. She claimed that she personally removed 77 bullets from 32 people, claiming that it was like an assembly line. However, her claims turned out to be a complete lie. According to an affidavit released Wednesday by the Florida Department of Health and obtained by Florida Politics, McCarthy admitted that she had fabricated those claims, stating, "I lied. It is a false statement. I just made it up." She further explained her reason, saying, "I wanted to be somebody in the community, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I gave my impersonation. I knew it was wrong, and I should have stopped, but no means did I ever mean to put anybody in jeopardy." Now the department has charged her with violating state law under the license activity statutes. According to the Daily Mail, they are seeking a fine of more than $1,000 and is serving her a cease and desist order, which would prohibit her from telling anyone else she is a medical doctor, in addition to her $3,094.95 penalty that she has 30 days to dispute in the investigation. McCarthy withdrew from the race for House District 28 in June, 2 weeks after her claims and credentials were called into question. It's not uncommon for people to lie to try to get brownie points from the community. Now, in 2003, there was a weirdo by the name of Alicia Head who traveled to the U.S. from Spain to join the World Trade Center survivors. She was going by the name Tanya Head. She claimed to have been inside of the South Tower when one of the planes hit, crawling through smoke and flames on the 78th floor and sustaining severe burns to her arm. She claimed that her fiance, Dave, was killed in the North Tower, though in speaking of him later, she said that Dave was actually her husband. She also claimed that a dying man passed his wedding ring to her so she can return it to his widow, and that she had been rescued by Wells Crowther. Tanya was interviewed in the media, invited to speak at the university conferences, and in 2005 was chosen to lead tours for the Tribute WTC Visitor Center, where she took a picture with New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg, former Mayor Rudy Giuliani, and former New York Governor George Pataki. In 2007, it came out that everything she claimed, even down to her husband Dave, was a flat-out lie. So believe me when I say that it is not uncommon for people to lie just to get brownie points from a community. You know what I'm saying? This woman was nowhere near 9/11 because she was at the time a resident of Spain. Now that we're talking about the Pulse nightclub, some things about that whole situation still bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of times that, like, when stuff happens in the media, first, I feel like it's an agenda behind it. Second, I feel like they don't be telling us the truth, okay? And when the Pulse nightclub shooting happened, multiple people that were inside of the club said that they seen multiple shooters in that club, and as well as they claimed that it was like a narrow hallway or something, and they said that it was people like, no, yeah, it was a narrow hallway, but it was also plenty of doors to get out, and they said that it was people blocking doors, you know what I'm saying? Like, so from these people that witnessed what happened, they're saying that it wasn't just one man that came into the nightclub, you know what I'm saying? It was multiple men, and it doesn't really sit well with me that one man can go into a nightclub and shoot that many people, you know what I'm saying, and nobody can attack him, nobody can get out, even though like it's multiple doors in that nightclub. Still to this day, I don't believe that at all. I don't believe it. It just does not make sense to me. And if the people that were actually there are telling me or saying in general that it was multiple people there, it was multiple shooters, it wasn't just one man, it was people blocking the doors, then guess who I'm really going to believe? I'm going to believe them. And when it happened, one man, which said all of this, he was actually on a radio station. I think it was by phone. He was saying it over the radio station, and they all of a sudden just cut him off, which made me think, okay, well, he must be telling too much truth, because they decided to cut him off because they don't want people to think that it was multiple shooters inside that club. They want people to think that it was one man that did it, you know what I'm saying? And after he did it, like, he killed himself. I don't think he's living. I believe like he killed himself or he was killed. Either way, he's not living, right? So yeah, to my heart, I believe that it was multiple people that committed that crime. I do not believe that Omar was the only one that did that. I just believe he's the face of it. Not a lot of people like this sort of stuff, so if you're one of these people, I will understand if you go ahead and you click off on this video. This video was mainly about the lady Elizabeth McCarthy, who lied and said that she was basically one of the heroes that helped out the victims in the Pulse nightclub, and it came out to be a lie. And yeah, that's about it. So if you don't want to see no more of this video, I highly understand, and thank you for coming. I hope to have you back. So the shooting at the Pulse nightclub happened June 12, 2016. And I know a lot of times when like crazy things happen, sometimes music videos will come out and it will kind of make you go, you know, just like in the Kanika Jenkins case, Selena Gomez had came out with a video right after, and in the video she was acting crazy, acting very weird, and towards like the middle or the end of the video, it showed her in a freezer. And if you know the Kanika Jenkins case, you know what came out behind that. And it's just weird that, you know, Selena Gomez is in a freezer in her music video. So the music video that I caught on to when this thing happened was Rihanna's Sledgehammer. Okay, now the Sledgehammer music video that Rihanna had released had came out June 27th, 2016. Mind you, like I said, the shooting at the Pulse nightclub happened June 12th, 2016. In the beginning of the music video, as you can see, we're in space, but all of a sudden you'll see lightning strike. If you know anything about lightning striking and the story behind Lucifer, you'll know that when Lucifer was kicked out of heaven, when he was kicked out of heaven, they were called lightning striking. Next in the music video, after the lightning strikes, you see that we're actually starting to go down. And when we go down, we end up in a world that I believe is Saturn. A lot of people don't know this, but Satanism has something to do with Saturn. I know a lot of Satanists, they worship Saturn. And I really don't know why, because I never really took the time to study Satanism, but I do know that Saturn plays a big part into their beliefs. So that's why I believe that the reason why they made the clouds pink, the area pink, you know, very Saturn-like, is because we're talking about the story of Lucifer and him being kicked out of heaven. Now, in the music video, in the song, Rihanna is talking about basically coming to terms with not being able to change someone. Either it's like their beliefs, or, you know, I believe it's their belief. Because at one point she said, what can I do to change your mind? Nothing, you know. She talked about raising up from the ashes. She talked about basically what she said. She said she hit a wall and she thought she was going to hurt herself, but she didn't. She's you're nothing but a brick and I'm a sledgehammer. You get what I'm saying? It's talking about basically coming into yourself. It's talking about kind of like betrayal. You know what I'm saying? Like, I basically thought that I could not make it without you. And now, you know, that this has happened and I'm coming into myself and I'm raising up from my actions, I see that I can make it without you. You know what I'm saying? I see that I can make it without you. And basically, I felt as though she was talking about Lucifer's story, because if you know anything about the story of him, you know that basically he wanted to change God's beliefs, you know what I'm saying, and God wasn't having it, so he kicked him straight out. So maybe this is what her lyrics is referring to. That's what I took it as, because what else could she be talking about? I mean, she's wearing red, she has markings on her face, and she's on Saturn. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, if after you watch this video, if you take the time to actually check out the song, listen to the lyrics, it's beautiful lyrics, don't get me wrong, but I take it for what it is. And you know, nobody's stupid. I know everybody knows what the lyrics is saying, basically. So like I said, in the lyrics, she's talking about changing someone's mind. She's talking about I thought that I could not make it without you, but now that this has happened and you turned your back on me for whatever reason, I see that I can make it without you, and I'm strong. I'm stronger than what I thought that I was. And yeah, that's what this lyrics is about. So, also in the music video, there was a lot of hexagon flashing. A lot of hexagon flashing. And hexagons are significant to Satanism, to Saturn. You get what I'm saying? So, on the North Pole of Saturn, there is a hexagon. And is located at about 78 degrees north. The size of the hexagon are about 14,500 kilometers, which is more than the diameter of Earth. So that's why, you know, when I seen the hexagons in Rihanna's video, it just confirmed to me first of all, what I'm hearing, and second of all, what I'm seeing. You know, like when I spoke about like the pink clouds and just the pink atmosphere, you know, yeah, I know for what I believe is a fact that she was talking about Saturn, as well as she was basically speaking from Satan's or Lucifer's, you know, point of view on how he felt when he was kicked out of heaven. So at the end of the music video, you see Rihanna, she goes into the ground, right? She turns into like some type of spirit and she goes into the ground. And then next thing we know, we see this face. You know, what we're looking at now. We see this face. Next thing you know, we see a spaceship coming towards where her face is, you know. And she is just staring, you know what I'm saying? And is, you know, it kind of looks a little evil, but it kind of looks as if like she's actually staring into someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do, basically? Now, at the end of the video, you see her cards are in the way, but the spaceship is actually moving towards her. And as you can see in the back of her, it then turned into a rainbow. Now, initially when I watched the video, right, when this Pulse nightclub shooting had just happened, and, you know, everybody is super sensitive. When I first watched this video and I was listening to the words, I already felt like she was talking about Lucifer or whatever. I already felt like that she was on Saturn. And the Pulse nightclub shooting didn't come in my mind at all until the end, when I saw the spaceship coming towards her, and then all of a sudden she turned into a rainbow. And I didn't understand, like, okay, this movie is supposed to be, I mean, this video is supposed to be for Star Trek. So what does a rainbow have to do with Star Trek? You know what I'm saying? And I took that as, you know, basically she's saying they're with her. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're with her. That's how I took it. Now, whoever's watching this video, please don't get sensitive. Please don't think that I'm saying that the people at the nightclub, oh, they all went to hell, because that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all. Please do not take it that way at all, because that's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, you know, I just found it mighty odd how the nightclub shooting happened on the 12th of June. And on the 27th of June, Rihanna comes out with a video, first of all, talking as if she's speaking from Lucifer's point of view. You get what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of references, like I said, when it comes to the lighting, when it comes to the hexagons, when it comes to the pink atmosphere, when it comes to what she's wearing, when it comes to her going into the ground as a spirit. And, you know, it was just mighty odd how the shooting had just happened to those LGBTQ people, and all of a sudden I see this spaceship come to her and the back of her turns into a rainbow. I just felt like that was very, very, very odd. You get what I'm saying? Just felt like that was very odd. Well, anyways, I'm glad whoever stayed to watch the rest of this video, I'm glad that you did, and let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think about everything that I said. If you want to actually get what I'm saying, actually go and look at the music video yourself, and see what you see in it. You know what I'm saying? Because you might not see what I see, you might not take it how I took it. You get what I'm saying? But just watch it. But like I said, I just felt it was odd, and I felt that it was strange that it was a spaceship that's coming to her and the back of her turns into a rainbow. Like, what does a rainbow have to do with Star Trek? You get what I'm saying? And no, I don't hate Rihanna. I love Rihanna. You get what I'm saying? I'm a Rihanna fan. But I'm just saying, I'm just telling how I feel. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below about Elizabeth McCarthy lying ass, and about this. Peace.